Nobody knows the ferocity of the competition better than Valentino Rossi. He's raced in over 300 Grand Prix since 1996, won over 100 of them, and taken 9 world championships. He made it to MotoGP the way most of them do, rising through the junior and intermediate classes, learning the Grand Prix tracks on 140-mile-an-hour bikes, then 170-mile-an-hour bikes, before the move to MotoGP and over 200 miles an hour. Year after year, he's fought off wave after wave of challenges. Over 100 riders have come and gone in his time at the top. Rossi is the only one left from the MotoGP class of 2000. From 2001 to 2005, he won 5 MotoGP championships in a row.
Rossi goes through, and there's nothing Biaggi can do about it.
He was the undisputed king of the sport. At the end of the decade, he was still fighting, still winning. One more Premier Class title, and he would equal the all-time record. One more step to cementing his status as the greatest motorcycle racer of all time. But by every time he won a Grand Prix, the church bells in Rossi's hometown rang out in celebration, 105 times from 1996 to 2010. Then he moved to Ducati, and the bells stopped ringing.
La Ducati è stata un'esperienza, perché un po', diciamo, poco felice, e lui ha sofferto.
When Jorge Lorenzo won the world title in 2010, Yamaha offered to keep Rossi on if he'd take a pay cut and accept number 2 status in the team. After a decade as one of the highest paid sportsmen in the world, he might not have needed the money, but Rossi had always been number 1. Casey Stoner had taken the best bike available for 2011. He was leaving Ducati for Repsol Honda, the team of his childhood hero, Mick Doohan. Rossi now did what everybody hoped he would. He said goodbye to his beloved Yamaha, and he moved to Ducati. The Italian dream team was born.
I remember writing, if he wins a race, it would be like the Pope winning at Monza in a Ferrari, and it would be a fantastic story, but it was an unmitigated disaster.
Casey Stoner had won 23 races for the Italian team. None of the other Ducati riders could come close.
In 2009, when I first got on the bike, I couldn't believe how Casey could go so fast with it. Casey had extreme talent.
Stoner's success rate at Ducati had declined over time, though. 10 wins the first year, then 6, then 4, then 3. He had also missed 3 races through illness in 2009. Many thought the declining results were due to his health problems. They were wrong. Stoner wasn't getting worse as the years went by. The bike was.
I had a very bad feeling, yeah, from the first time in Valencia. And I was very, not desperate, but very worried to did the wrong choice.
We copped a lot of flack from Valentino, not just me, but my whole team, Valentino and Jerry Burgess and all that. They'd said so many bad things about what Ducati had done in the past and what myself and my crew had done. You know, it really frustrated me.
Rossi was hampered by a shoulder injury from a crash on a dirt bike in early 2010.
All'inizio non era in forma lui, sì, con la spalla aveva dei problemi, quindi... ma poi si è visto che anche la moto non era in forma.
Rossi was 15th fastest at the MotoGP test in Valencia. Stoner was fastest on the Honda. After the test, Rossi went back to Italy for surgery to repair his shoulder. 4 months later, it was time to go racing. Stoner won the first Grand Prix of 2011 in Qatar. Rossi was 7th. The rain in Spain at the second race was good news for the Italian team. The wet conditions lowered speeds and reduced the forces which unsettled the Ducati in the dry. Rossi set the fastest lap in the race and looked on course for a win. He just needed to get past Stoner and Simoncelli.
And now Valentino Rossi has got Casey Stoner in his sight. He's taken down Stoner. Valentino Rossi attacked from a long way back, and he's taken out Casey Stoner. Rossi's got back on the track. Stoner's still having problems.
Hey, how's the shoulder? Is it okay? Is it okay? You have some problem with the shoulder?
I make a mistake.
Obviously your ambition outweighed the talent. Ambition was more than the talent. No problem.
He had the helmet, I don't hear very well.
What was it? Your ambition outweighed your talent. Oh my golly, what a thing for Casey Stoner to the 9 times world champion.
I want to say that I don't want to hear what he said. It was better.
At that time, I don't think there was truer words. A big part of why I said it was I have no respect for someone who comes into a garage with their helmet on to apologise. You know, you don't do that. It's not the way it's done. So yeah, it frustrated me a little bit, and you know, I kind of won't deny it. I enjoyed those 2 years. Watching them struggle a heck of a lot more than we did on the Ducati.
Male. Era sempre peggio, più stava lì e più andava indietro la moto. Andava avanti e poi ritornava indietro, non ha concluso niente lì. Non ha mai detto male, anche se dentro di lui qualcosa avrebbe voluto dire, ma è stato zitto.
We have a lot of work to do. I lose too much in the entry, I have too much slide. We try a lot of different things with the setting, but we don't fix. We struggling too much. We need more experience on this bike. I'm very slow, very negative. We are not strong enough.
Io vedevo la sua faccia che non era più la faccia sorridente, la faccia tranquilla, e non sapeva più cosa dire neanche lui.
We are very sad. We lose the front, but sincerely I don't understand why.
Però penso che nel team c'era qualcosa che non andava.
We work together with Ducati, we try, but at this moment we don't fix a lot.
Può darsi un centimetro di più rinforzarla, la cosa che sia determinante, sono dei segreti che sono solo loro.
Il primo anno lui è caduto tantissimo, perché vuol dire che ci provava, non è che non provava, provava alla grande.
I touched him, but I was behind the Colin. I see him just in the last moment.
I saw him crash. I mean, I was looking up into the corner, and he's crashed. I'm just going to duck under and, you know, get a good drive to the next corner. And I ducked under, and next thing you know, he was right in front of us. He lost the front. He was just fighting to get it back. He's a fighter, and he wasn't willing to give it up.
When I saw Marco crash, I think that Marco go on the outside, like normal, never coming to the inside.
We saw it happen, we looked away, and we're going the opposite direction of where that crash is happening, and it just came back to us, you know, and there was nothing we could do.
We can confirm that Marco Simoncelli has died today at 4:56.
I went to his father and just look at the eyes, no, and that's all you can say.
Non volevo il silenzio crea angoscia. Marco avrebbe voluto chiasso, quindi lui era un chiassoso.
the race never ends. The new season began in April 2012, in the darkness of the Qatari desert. They were all there, all but one.
Did you think about stopping?
No, never. It's not a problem of MotoGP. It was a bad thing because lose a friend, you know. But I never make the link that this can be stop my career. I will stop when I don't like anymore race with the motorcycle, but not for that reason.
Valentino Rossi was serving out his time, the second year of his Ducati contract.
Infatti è stata dura vederlo così 2 anni senza neanche una vittoria. Vederlo così, vederlo che i suoi occhi non brillavano più, non vederlo felice, sai, è una cosa brutta.
Valentino è sempre Valentino, se non gli danno la moto perfetta come vuole lui non può rischiare, no? Non può rischiare la vita, non era sicuro.